There's loads of weapons in Helldivers 2, but which ones are worth your time and which ones are a waste of medals? Well, today I'm going to go through the best weapons in the game so you can take the fight to your enemies and spread that democracy in Helldivers 2. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and also turn on notifications for even more Helldivers 2 content. Well, the weapons I'm going to go through today are all primary and secondary weapons, so you can use stratagems to cool down heavy and support weapons, but this is all about weapons you can unlock through the war bonds. I'm only going to be going through the weapons on the free war bond track, which everyone has access to, and all you need to unlock these weapons are medals, which you can easily get by completing missions. Okay, without further delay, let's dive into the list of the best weapons to get in Helldivers 2, and first of all, we've got the P2 Peacemaker. This one is a decent sidearm and better than many pistols in the game. It's not quite as good as the P19 Redeemer for helping you out of a tight spot, but the P2 Peacemaker is good for finishing off enemies when your primary weapon has run dry. Well, how to get the P2 Peacemaker? Well, good news, this one is unlocked for everybody at the start of the game. Well, next up we got the SMG-37 Defender. So this SMG is very good and it also plays like an auto rifle. It's got good range, good recoil, and it's got a slower firing rate than other SMGs, but also has higher damage than some auto rifles. So it's best in close range, but it can also deal decent damage in mid-range too. It's definitely one to give a try. In terms of how to get this one, it's unlocked on page 3 of the Helldivers Mobilized War Bond. Next up we got the SMG-37 Breaker. So shotguns are very strong in Helldivers 2. You're going to want to try out the SMG-37 Breaker. This shotgun has good range, plus it reloads clips of ammo and it fires in full auto, meaning if you get overwhelmed by enemies you can unleash this weapon and then move to safety very, very quickly. In terms of how to unlock this one, it's unlocked on page 4 of the Helldivers Mobilized War Bond. Next up we got the AR-23 Liberator. So this one is our starting weapon that we get fresh out of training, but is a really effective auto rifle. It's got decent range, decent damage, plus a good amount of ammo, and it's never going to be top of the class, but it is a reliable weapon that you can use in nearly all situations. In terms of how to get this one, it's unlocked at the very start of the game. Well, next up we got the R-63 Diligence. So this one is a primary rifle. It's really strong for taking down enemies with a single shot. This rifle fires single rounds, so there's no holding down the trigger, which does take some getting used to. You've also got the counter sniper version of the Diligence as well, and that gives you stronger ammo for even more stopping power. In terms of how they get this one, it's unlocked on page 2 of the Helldivers Mobilized War Bond. Well, next up we got the P19 Redeemer, and this one is the best secondary weapon in the game right now. While the magazine is relatively small, the weapon deals burst damage. It's a great weapon for when you're in a tight situation. If you run out of ammo with your primary weapon, then whip out the P19 Redeemer and you can fend off enemies with relative ease. In terms of how to get this one, it's unlocked on page 2 of the Helldivers Mobilized War Bond. Well, finally then, we've got my favourite weapon in the game so far. It's the AR-23P Liberator Penetrator. This one is a fantastic auto rifle, given it can pierce medium armor. The magazine isn't as large as some other weapons, but it's going to make up for it with damage. It's got decent range stats, plus you can tear through armored enemies. For example, you can pierce through charger legs, making this weapon one of the best all-round weapons for your loadouts. In terms of how to get this one, it's unlocked on page 6 of the Helldivers Mobilized War Bond. Well, don't forget, once you've unlocked the weapons from the Helldivers Mobilized War Bond, you want to go to your ship and you can select different weapons from the terminal, and that is going to affect your loadout. So first of all, you want to pick up the weapons from the Helldivers Mobilized War Bond, and then you want to assign the weapons to your character via the terminal when you're aboard your ship. Well, let me know in the comments your best weapons in Helldivers 2, and that is it for this guide for the best weapons right now in Helldivers 2. And as always, thank you so much for watching or for listening. Don't forget you can hit that subscribe button down below for even more Helldivers 2 content. You can also like and share the video too, it really helped me out. Well, thanks again, I'll see you real soon.